What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today. Looking at it, I actually made a post about it it says an hour ago, but it was closer to like 2 hours ago actually. I wanted to make a video sooner, I was unable to, and sometimes just life is busy. I'm unable to. So if you ever want to see stuff or like be up to date, maybe you don't even have to watch the whole video. You want to just get like a concise point. You can follow me on Twitter at ChrisHarris85. I make posts all the time. Maybe not as much as I make YouTube videos, but I do make posts all the time. Looking at the price without any more advertising my Twitter account. Looking at the price of BCH right now, man, it's just unstoppable. It just keeps going, man. Which is unfortunate for me because I'm not holding any BCH at the moment. I wish I was, but I'm definitely feeling the FOMO right now. But I'm not buying right now. I'm definitely waiting for a pullback. I've gotten burned by BCH plenty of times by trying to chase that dragon. You chase a dragon, man, you're gonna get burned, and that's this thing's taking flight. It's a big old beast. It's going. I don't know what other analogy to use other than it's like a dragon, And what a perfect example too, because if you chase a dragon, you're gonna get burned. Anyways, talking about the price instead of analogies, what we do have is a very strong looking RSI. And I want to go back. I want to go way back, man. I want to go very way back. I want to talk about this here, okay? So, moved up from bottom here is at like $315. I guess the bottom technically was here, and the top was about 132% move. Okay, it was about 132% of a move. We went all the way up in the RSI right here, right in that magical area that I was talking about before in my previous videos, and we came down, and we didn't bounce off the overbought zone. We actually bounced slightly above it. And I'm going to put a line there for reference. And then afterwards, not immediately afterwards, right? It's like 1, 2, 3 days afterwards, we had an even more dramatic run. From bottom to top, we went up. I guess it wasn't more dramatic, was it? It looks more dramatic. Okay, there it is. I thought it was 30%, but yeah, it's 318%. That's way more dramatic. So just keep that kind of in mind there, right? 130% at first, and then we went down to that line. So looking at the RSI all the way back over here, come on, we're almost there. We basically had a similar move, right? We went up, and now we're bouncing off this very similar area. We went down from that point where we bounced. We went down from top to bottom. We went down about 16%, which is the same move that we had over there. From bottom to top, before we turned around, it was 144%, where the move before was 130%. This is very similar. It is very, very similar, man. And that definitely puts the FOMO in me, man. A 300% move from where it like bottomed, right? That's where it was. So 300% move from here. I forget how high was it? It was like a 300 and something percent move. It was from here. It was these lows. 300 and what? No, it wasn't 296. I'm gonna have to zoom in. I'm sorry. I thought I had it pulled up. I guess I deleted it. Autopilot sometimes. Let's see. 314% move. All the way over here, a 314% move would put us above $700. It would put us above $800, and it would happen fast, right? You remember what it looks like? If we go all the way back, that was very incredibly fast. Literally took 3 days, basically maybe 4 days to achieve. So literally within this week, something like this could happen. I want to pump the brakes though. I want to pump the brakes on the bullishness. I am comparing it to something that happened before, and that's just because it happened before doesn't mean it has to happen again. But it's very similar looking. I'm not gonna lie. From a daily perspective, it's very similar looking. But when we dissect this thing, when we look at it more, I still stand by what I said the other in my other video, that when we go this high in the RSI, or like from here or higher, we do have, like, at a minimum, we've had an 11% drop, 15, 16% drop, but more on average, it's like a 23% to a 30% drop. That's kind of the average drop. All we've had so far is a 16% drop. So that is rather small, especially for how big this move was. It doesn't need to be bigger. It really doesn't, but I am still waiting for a bigger pullback personally. And if we look on the 4-hour RSI, as the price has gone up, this thing, to me, it's just looking more bearish. It really is, because you're getting decreasing volume. This is definitely decreasing volume as you're moving up. You're getting bearish divergence. You have 1, 2, 3 peaks, and you have 1, 2, 3 peaks, higher highs, lower highs. Bearish divergence at its finest. I think the volume's running thin. I don't know if there's enough gas to pump this up anymore. It did, whenever it did pump, it just went a little bit higher. I'm very much inclined to believe that 23% or more move that I'm looking for, with this high being up here, the low is going to be a little bit higher than I was talking about in my yesterday's video. But we could move down to 180. We could move, at a 30% move, we could move to 163. We could move even more. We could move all the way, maybe to like 36% move at around 150. We could move to like the bottom of this range, do a 45% move around 130. I'm still very much anticipating that Bitcoin Cash does see some bearish price action against the US dollar. And the main reason for that, again, is this 4-hour RSI looks very bearish to me. It's very strong. It's impressive. Don't get me wrong, being above the 50 like this, holding resilience around the 60 level like that, but you're just getting lower highs. It looks like it's turning over, right? You had a nice pop up, moved sideways. You had a nice pop up here. You moved sideways. This pop was small, and you kind of came down, and then you like went up a little. Like it's rolling over. It's kind of rolling over, and it really could do exactly what it did before, and just go straight. Like literally, it could make a move. It's completely possible that it could make a move that goes up past 500, past 600, maybe even up to $800. It literally, over this week, it's completely possible. And at that point, man, I'm really going to be hating myself, because I will have missed the boat. It's not in me to buy right now. I could buy right now, and it could be a good thing. I could be lucky. I really consider that gambling. You don't buy at highs, man. You really don't buy at highs. You sell at highs, right? You buy low, you sell high. So right now, the one thing that is making me feel like I want to buy is FOMO. And I anytime I notice that within myself, I just, and I don't make a move. I'd rather sit there like a deer in the headlights and just wait for it to pass. And that's kind of what I feel like right now. But I think ultimately I do have faith that I might be validated, I might be vindicated. Furthermore, looking at the 4-hour long-term RSI, this is nuts, man. Just to show you how strong of a move this is, this thing doesn't normally get overbought. You don't normally get oversold on this thing. Let alone right now we are showing bearish divergence on. We've got lower highs and higher highs here. This is a even stronger reading, right? This takes 123 candles to form. This one only takes 10. I would say this is far more significant, far more significant, man. And just being overbought like this, let's just see if at any point in time, the last time, oh, food's ready. All right. Sorry about that. Let's see. It has been a while. We got close here. We got close, but didn't touch. Man. Wow. Okay, so that's 2021. I can't get that back. I need to upgrade my plan to get more back. But because it's on the 4-hour. On the daily, it's less bars, right? On the 4-hour, I can't go all the way back to 2017. But as far as 2021 till now goes, we haven't seen readings this high. We really haven't. And that's good. That definitely means that it's a strong move. That confirms that it's a strong move. You only get readings like this whenever it is a strong move. But the bearish divergence and just being this hot on this RSI specifically should put you on to err on the side of caution, at least for the temporary time frame. It's good to be bullish. This is definitely a bullish look. I would expect that we are going to see an incredible move that goes up from here, man. But I don't know if I muted that or not. But in the meantime, decreasing volume, bearish divergence. overbought. Like on this, it's you know, it's hot. This is a hot reading up here. And I would expect, again, I would expect that 23 to 30% move to the downside to happen from this top now. That's kind of my expectation. And it might even go lower. Maybe we go all the way to this purple line. Maybe we go just above it, you know, somewhere to this price range. It's completely possible. But at the moment, I would just say that my buy orders that I have, I've shifted them up $10 just in accordance to this. So when I was going to buy like right around 169, now I'm buying right around 180, 179. But anyways, I think that's all I got for you guys. I think that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to do an update because I know I've been pretty incorrect on these moves, calling these moves for Bitcoin Cash, but I do think in the coming days, if not today, I'll be proven right. Or my next video, you'll see me crying because Bitcoin Cash will be a lot higher in price probably. But we'll see. We'll keep an eye on this day to day and just kind of keep monitoring it. Oh, I wanted to check out BCH versus BTC. If you like the video, leave a like, subscribe. You know, it's always appreciated. Thank you guys. But Bitcoin Cash versus BTC, same thing. You've got bearish divergence on the daily, bearish divergence on the 4-hour. It looks very similar, actually extremely similar. On the weekly, you are overbought, which is fine. That's totally fine. That's not bearish inherently, but you know, you kind of are at the top area of this here. You're near the purple line. I would think on a dominance perspective, like BCH versus Bitcoin, I would think that it would want to go higher than this, and it could go higher than this, but first go lower. You know, that's completely possible. But let's just see here real quick. I mean, I mean, this thing wants to go higher, man. It definitely wants to go higher. Versus Bitcoin, it does. Let's see on the monthly what we got. If we can take from top to bottom here. Ooh. You topped. You literally actually tipped just barely below, it looks like. Just barely below the 382. But you basically went right there. And that, to me, just from the look of this alone, let's look at it on a daily here. Unless you get above it like today or tomorrow, I would say that at a minimum, Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin would want to come down at least to this 236, if not lower, but at least to the 236 to find support and then continue up from there. I don't think that this move, with this bearish tone that I've been taking for the last like couple minutes here, I don't think that this move is done. I do think it goes higher inevitably. I just think that we have like a 23 to 30% correction from the top, and that might sound dramatic, but it's completely normal. It's completely in my opinion, to be expected. You even have on a daily perspective, you have volume kind of dying off as you're moving higher. The prices are becoming less significant. The volume is becoming less significant. You got daily bearish divergence. You have 4-hourly bearish divergence. Volume here is also declining. I don't necessarily like it unless we get a move up. Unless we can move up above these candles here, then I'll change my mind. Because right now it kind of looks like you're finding support on the previous range here. But if not, if you continue to go in this, then really you didn't break out of this range. You're still in it. You're just still overall in this range. It's just like a slanted upward range. And it looks like it's losing steam, in my opinion. If we draw, let's see, some info lines here let's just go from the bottom here to the top, 49 degree from the bottom here. I guess this one actually is better, right? 59 degree. Maybe it was this low. Maybe it was this low here. 61 degree. Because that was the low right before. I don't know. It could have been this low. 69, 76. I'm going to count that one, right? Because I'm not counting this low over here for this move. I'm counting this low. So you got 63 degrees, 62 degrees, pretty close. Pretty close. You know, it's basically the same move, honestly. But then here, from bottom to top, it is dramatically less. Or is it more? Man, it's not. I don't even know what I'm saying, man. Honestly, I guess it doesn't look that bad from that perspective, right? They're all 56, 54, 56. It's all kind of the same degree. That didn't really help my cause at all, what I was just saying there. But to be fair, I mean, to me, it looks like the moves are getting smaller. Maybe this will help, right? From bottom to high here, you went up 42%. From bottom to high here, you went up a lot more, 60. 60, 71%, whatever. But now you've only moved up 25%, you know, and you're overbought and you're bearishly diverging. If this move isn't done, and it just keeps going higher, then this would be proven wrong, and that is totally possible. But again, I feel like we're going to go down from here. I do think it's to be expected. Anytime we've been in these high readings on the daily, we normally see a pullback that is somewhat significant. But again, even with that, I don't think that it's going to be so significant that it ends the move here. I think we go lower. You know, maybe we mess around and then we go higher, whatever. You know, it's probably not going to look exactly like that, but something like that. It could literally look like this, down and then just straight up, like. But that's what this video is. It's just more of the same, man. I'm bearish with just a slightly higher price in mind now, and yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So if you want to see more, leave a like, subscribe, and I really appreciate everybody. Thank you very much. If my tone sounds different at all today, it's just because it's kind of been a rough day, man. And it's late in the day, but that's not why we're here. You know, we're here to talk about crypto and talk about technical analysis and all that stuff. So right now, Bitcoin Cash is definitely bullish. It looks good, but I would say a little pullback. We're going to see a little pullback here. Probably to the tune of around $180 to $150, somewhere in that range. If it goes lower than 150, that's okay. And if it doesn't quite reach 180, that's okay too, you know, but that's my expected range. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So have a wonderful night. Take care. And if you're in Bitcoin Cash, man, good job. Like, good job. Just in my opinion, I would, if I had Bitcoin Cash right now, I would hold it. I wouldn't sell it. I would just hold it, and every dip I would add to it. That's what I would do. Because again, this thing could just go pew, like it really could. It really freaking could. Maybe not that high. Maybe about like this high, you know. But it could happen in a way quicker time frame than this too. So yeah, that's kind of my word of advice. But it's not advice. It's an opinion. That's my word of opinion. If I was doing this, that's what I said. If I had Bitcoin Cash right now, I would not sell it. I would just add to it if we got a drop. That's what I would do. Anyways, thank you all. Have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye.